Good morning. Good morning. So this morning we are going to do a little exercise. So we had autumn equinox and preparing that for the new season and the new energy. We're going to go ahead and do a little writing exercise. So you're going to want to grab like your notebook. You're going to want to grab like something to write with, maybe either like something soft to drink, like room temperature, or also, if you want, you can bring like a candle, a lighter, or some matches, but you don't have to have that part, but you can. So, was getting into like a new, I don't know, I don't even want to call it a habit, but getting into a new like activity of coming on live again more and doing like some yoga and movement. And something that's been coming up more is kind of releasing the term for myself of yoga. Like, yes, I teach yoga, but outside of that, something deeper is that I just really love to learn about different cultures, different people. And after this weekend, I see that even more clearly. And so you'll hear me say the term movement more than yoga moving forward. It's something that just resonates more. And going into this new season of autumn, I'm like, that makes sense. Let fall away what falls away, and let's stay what resonates and is ready to come into your reality, into your life. So, with that, we're going to start with a little moment, a little writing exercise. Also, I hope you can hear me well because I have a different mic today. But with that, so let me know if you can't. Although it won't change anything right now. I'm still gonna just do it. But for next time, I'll know. But you can hear, you can see the leaves are already falling off the trees, which is so wild. And it's so interesting to see that transition because the like north, the Midwest, tippy tops, going up that direction, we really get to see autumn. And it's different. I think when you're from any place, you notice, you see that change starting to come in, that transformation of Mother Nature guiding into the new season. And since I'm from like the tippy top Midwest, I like to say that eastern corner of it, I notice it in that space. And it was more difficult for me when I was out of town looking to notice the changes in autumn. Like I really had to like almost like seek it, like give it time to really resonate and like bring itself out to show itself. So it's really cool to like be in that. I like any change of season though, even if I'm not really like, a fan of being cold. So when I was young, I didn't mind it, but getting older, I'm like, which I think is like most of my circle of people that I know and talk to. So maybe it's just an aging thing. But so for the writing exercise, grab something to write with, grab something to pen, pencil, ink, whatever, and just take a moment to be wherever you are and have your hopefully blank piece of paper in front of you. Take a nice deep breath. Maybe you close the eyes for a moment and notice anything that will slowly come up that maybe you've been unsure about. That could be like moving into a direction of something, that could be letting something go, or just uncertainty. And just breathe, be with yourself, and then write down just what comes to mind. For me, like I want to say intentions, but I kind of want to just even let the intentions go. I want to keep it a bit more free and just kind of see, even for myself, like what comes up. You can do the same because we can have intentions, but it's also being open to the various outcomes that can occur, that can surprise you, which is some of the wonder of life. So, yeah, so just take that breath, take a moment. I'm going to write some stuff down too. Not going to share. And then we'll do like a little bit of movement. Not a lot, just a little bit. Had a very active weekend. So it's like nice to just welcome autumn as it likes to welcome itself. So breathe and write. Okay, take a couple more moments to breathe, to continue writing. I'll give a little bit. At the top of my paper, I kind of themed it autumn welcome and blessings. Could be unknown blessings. So if you haven't already, grab something to write with, or maybe just sit, if you just tuned in, and just think about, just be in silence with your breath and allow to come in what would like to come in. Then when you've thought about it or you've finished up, oh my goodness, all the life on me. Go ahead and boop, 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 and take it. Maybe look it over. Maybe you'll surprise yourself at what you wrote down. Okay. And give yourself a little look-see over. Did anything surprise yourself that you wrote down that Autumn is welcoming into your conscious. It's rising up from your deep, deep unconscious abyss and soul calling into here in the body that you find yourself. And just fold it up. Take a breath with it. Let it go. So I mentioned if you have matches or a lighter or something, and you're in a space that's not like mine with dried leaves, go ahead and you can light that, let it go, and maybe even if you have like a bonfire or something coming up or in your backyard, you could even just place it later in your bonfire. You do not have to do this right now. Maybe if you're still kind of wanting to sit with what you wrote, you could place it under your pillow or next to some of your crystals or nature, your favorite plant, and then let it go later. Now, if you do decide to do it outside where there are leaves, where it's not in a contained area, you could light it to let it go, give it to the earth, to the ethers, but then you could have water to then allow that to assist in putting that out. And it still allows itself to give it away to the world, to the universe. And it's kind of like this, like, okay, I have these things, or these things are coming up, but then it's okay to like let go. We don't want to hold on too tight. So when you let it go, it does its thing, kind of see the outcomes. Like, for an example, I had this kind of very thing happen, but not even with paper. There's been like something rolling around my mind. It's family related, it's land related. Land is very, very sacred. It's, and there's this piece, and I was just like, okay, I need to get there, I need to get to that piece. And I'd kind of wallow in and out about it, and kind of oscillate around the thoughts of like, okay, let me do something about it, let it go, let me do something about it. I'm like, no, okay, I'm just gonna let it be. And then in my travels, I'm coming back up, and there it is, like on my way, not even thinking about it, did not even realize I was going to pass that piece of land. And there I was. And I just felt this like overwhelming sensation of like, no, like take action, understand where the action is my duty to take, and then let it go. Like that full process like came in, so overwhelming, so amazing. And yeah, now it's like, whoa, these things are rolling with that. And at quick, a couple phone calls that quick. So yeah, like you just never know. Like, but I held on to it for a while, and then just, and the same thing. I had some moves and some goals and things. That's something that's very difficult to me. I'm very opportunistic, so I want to like be in these opportunities and grab hold on them. But then the main reason why I'm doing something or where I want to go or whatever kind of gets like, kind of put on, not even on a shelf, just kind of like it's out there somewhere. And so keeping with that and seeing that in myself and going, okay, like not allowing these things to be distractions. Certain opportunities might be helpful to still get to that. But it's this kind of weird dichotomy because I'm like letting go of that and being conscious of like letting go of that goal of where I want to be and all that. At the same time, not just throwing it to the side and going, but like knowing that, the opportunities that I will choose will support in getting me there. So it's kind of like this, like, not a tug of war, but just this like understanding and release and knowing that that's the outcome. It'll happen. So with that, take your writings, place them aside. We're going to just do a little bit of movement, and we're going to start just with some feet tapping. wherever you are, hands to support you, and then or not. And just kind of tap your feet. Shake out the hands, shake out the head. See what feels good. Maybe wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingers. Take a breath. Go ahead and take one foot, extend and release, lift it up. Find some ankle circles in one and the other direction. Do the same on the opposite side. Bring the feet back down to earth. Open up to butterfly. And just let the legs kind of bounce. Allow those wings to flap. Butterflies. Butterflies, butterflies. Seeing so many. Time of transformation. Ending of old chapters, going into new. Changing. Changes of the season. Allowing things to let go, die off as new things are reborn. So just go ahead and let that be. Check that out. It's a nice way to open up the hips also. And come to a cozy stop there. Let the feet out in front of you. Shake out the legs. Just moving out any of that stagnant energy, anything that's ready to be let go of. And then allow that for stillness. And move up to the shoulders. Hands can be at sides and just take some shoulder rolls. And one direction. And then forward. Then you're going to go ahead and come to a soft pause there. And just let out the arms. Joints are soft. And just shake out the arms and hands. Take a breath if you so choose at the same time. Wiggle the fingers, find some wrist circles. So we're going to go into more like movement-based practices, not so much yoga. We'll have some yoga, but just adding in these other little things. And yoga-inspired movement practices, qigong-inspired movement practices, and even a little dance-inspired. Static dance, contemporary, whatever you like to call it. Because a lot of it is just moving the body, letting things go, transmuting it, letting it leave, go back to where it comes from, and welcoming in new, renewing energy, and just finding that release. So I used to find that a lot in modern dance. So you're going to go ahead. Okay, now if it feels comfortable having the legs extended, that's fine. But for this next one, some people kind of feel a little bit more stable when they find crossed legs. Lengthen through the spine. You go ahead and place the hands on the shoulders. It's going to open you up, open up your heart. Get a little stretch through the upper body, the shoulders. And take a nice breath. And for this next one, I might take a little bit of kind of playing with and just allowing your pattern, your flow to come find itself. But you're going to go ahead and you're going to have those fingertips resting on the shoulders. Just do a little bit. Usually you might want to do this practice like 3 to 5 minutes. 5 is a nice key number. And you're just going to breathe. And you're going to exhale when you twist. And then breathe in. And then exhale when you twist. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe in. Exhale. So you're going to continue to do that. We won't be here for long because this does kind of get the upper body going. It's the upper arms going. Nature. So at your own pace, moving at your own time, just start to go. Doesn't have to be very fast. Over time, you might gain more. You might even find your own pattern where you move to that point of where you're inhaling to one side and actually exhaling in the other. But just start with this one, just to get you going. Do a couple more. And then when you're ready, come back to center. Keep your arms there and just take some circles here again with the shoulders. But allow the elbows to guide this time in one direction and then the other. Awesome. All right. We're going to release the arms, take them out nice and long. Drop one arm towards the earth, extend and lengthen the other, take it up and over. Nice little side stretch, lift the heart up towards the sky. Bring it back, do the other side, up and over. Bring it back, we're gonna lift up, so uncross those legs. Gonna take one knee and leg, place that on the ground, extend and lengthen your other leg away. Arm down, that arm on the same side of extended leg, up and over. I know you can't fully see me, that's okay. I don't feel like changing the camera. Bring it back to center. And then same on opposite side. Leg that connects to the ground. Arm goes down towards the earth. Other side extends and lengthens. Hello, tree. And bring yourself down. Bring yourself down onto the shins. If you're like me, you might feel all the things under the legs. Kind of found a little hard spot. Some roots underneath there. And you're just going to find some seated cat-cows. Now, if this really is like not feeling your fancy, go ahead and go back into that crossed legs position, Sukhasana. Take a breath there. I am going to transfer back down to that Sukhasana position because I did not bring my yoga mat. And find those cats and those cows. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cat. Inhale, lift. Breathing in. Exhale, letting it all go. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Do like maybe one or two more. Hi, little guy. I'm going to kick you off me now. Inhale, lift. Exhale. I've never seen an ant with a tail. Something new every day. Bring it back to center. And then we're just going to find some center circles. Just take it around. Open. This is going to massage the digestive system. That ant had wings and a tail. You can massage your tail with this. Maybe your crown leads the way, however you see fit to do so. Or you could focus it on really getting into that center and allowing your bottom to stay connected in stillness as much as it can, and really allow that to like massage your digestive, your organs, all that good stuff. And of course, go the opposite direction. So a lot of what's going to be happening too is kind of a little bit more experimental. Might be a little bit more experimental for you. But it's really just getting that movement, moving out, letting go. Letting it go as you massage your body, your organs, as you move. You're getting it out of your fascia. Same ant, magical ant with the tail. And getting it out of your system. Getting it out of your chakras, that stuck, stagnant energy. And coming back to center. Final move, we're just going to get and play with the head, the mind. Just start with the chin going down close to chest. And then taking it to one side, rolling it back to center, rolling to the opposite side. And just continue to do that. And when you feel ready, go ahead and start to take it, roll it all the way around. Getting into that throat chakra. Bring the chin down close to chest again. And then take it opposite direction. And then do that first side again. Roll it all the way around. You might notice one side might feel a little more tight than the other. That's okay. And then take it back. Hold here, chin close to chest. Big breath. Let it go, rise, lift. Tilt head back, eyes go up towards the sky, ceiling above, wherever you are, shoulders down, length of the spine. Bring your head back to center. Drop to one side. Take it back to center, drop to the opposite side. Take it back to center. And if you feel good enough for this next one, shake the legs out, use your hands to support. Slowly, slowly, slowly rise up. And just shake it out. Tap the feet into the earth once again. I'm going to change this. I am messing up the camera just a little bit. All right, so tap that out. Tap your feet, start low, and shake out the hands. Maybe if you feel comfortable enough and you have space, you could take a little hop. Yeah, and then come back down towards the earth. Just let it go. Now, this next one, it could be your Tadasana going into forward fold, or in dance, we also do this. But you'll lift and raise the arms up towards the ceiling and sky. You're going to soften the knees. Inhale here. Exhale, fold. And let it go. Sigh it all out. Inhale, raise it up. Exhale, fold through the mouth. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Let it all go. Stay in your fold. Drop the arms down towards the earth and slowly roll up the spine. Roll the shoulders back. Awesome. All right, take whatever else you need. Take a little side to side. Maybe find a moment of stillness. But yeah, thanks for joining me for this little autumn equinox exercise. I'll have some video clips, just some really, really teeny, more so photos to share from my little journey as we transition into this season of life. We're all transitioning into this next season. Some are transitioning into another opposite season but for the north. So yeah, but out of like respect of those places, I didn't take too much video or photograph, and I'll explain where I was and what I got to do in the post. But I hope you have a beautiful time. Don't forget to enjoy your gourds, enjoy your candles of intention, enjoy preparing for whatever season you are going into. Take some time for self, slow down, get out still, even whether you're going into more of a hotter season or colder season. You know, find comfort in that discomfort of going out in that natural way, those natural ways of life in nature, whether it's cold, humid, hot, dry, warm. Build up your body. Each season has benefits for the body. Like the cold is like anti-wrinkle. So great. The heat helps us to really get pumped, let us to sweat out any toxins. So all these seasons have their place, have their being on this earth. If you have your writing, go ahead and, take that writing. Like I said, you can keep it overnight. You could let it go in the fire of Aries with the heat. You could let it go in a bonfire, and then if you do it outside, you could have water to put over it after. And just see what comes from that. So thank you so much for saying hello, for tuning in, and yeah, see you next time. I'll see you later. Take care.